There we go. What's going on, everyone? You're listening to 99 Yards here with your host, Adibot. And today we got a special guest on the show. You want to go ahead and introduce yourself? Tell them what's
What's up,
up.
y'all, man? This is my name, Brandon, man. People know me from TikTok. Got like 59K on
Yes, sir.
TikTok. Y'all go follow me on Instagram. TikTok bben923. It's everywhere, man.
Yes, sir. It's y'all already know. Go check him out. So today we're gonna be getting to some football stuff. Y'all know the season ended. I was lacking on my content, but I'm here to clean stuff up with my boy. You already know. So like we're gonna get into that. Talk about some stuff that happened, some shockers, and then I want to also talk about the offseason. Like get your touch on what you think gonna happen, some moves or like draft going on. So yeah,
Mhm.
y'all know how this goes though. I gotta put in a little 30-second announcement right here, and if you're on Anchor, just get through that. Just helps me out a lot. But if you're on YouTube or anything, or just watching live, we should get straight into it. So let's start off with this, right? So, who's your favorite team, right? Just tell them who your favorite team is, and
Seattle Seahawks, man. That's my best favorite team, man. Diehard Seahawks fan, man.
yeah. So,
Um,
y'all know I'm a Giants fan. I'm gonna say this: being a Giants fan this season, I low key just gave up. I'm not even gonna lie. I kind of just gave up on my team. I'm not
yeah,
even gonna lie.
I've been hearing all them rumors and stuff about like Saquon going out, might be leaving,
I
all that type
I
stuff.
saw that. I saw that. I think it was Joe Schoen. He basically said like everybody's like tradable. And
Mm,
to be honest, I did make that statement. Like people heard that. I did say, I think like last season, not this season, but whenever he had the ACL injury, I was like, I might be open to trading Saquon. I might be. I don't, it could be interesting.
he's injury prone. That's one thing.
Yeah, I mean, he as much as I love him, he might be the most gifted running back in the NFL easily. I don't think like he has power. He has speed. He has the receiving ability.
Hmm.
Like he has everything that you want in a
Right.
running back,
Yeah.
but he's never on the field. And last year, I know he's coming off an ACL injury, but last year did not look that great. Simple as that.
Nah.
So I don't know. And I feel like some team, I mean, his trade value's gone down. I don't think we're even gonna get like a first for him anymore, just because like there's so many good running backs. I mean, it's easy to pick up a running back. It
Yeah.
really is.
My thing about y'all though, I mean, Daniel Jones. I don't like Daniel Jones.
Yeah,
He trash. I'm not no offense. I think he
yeah.
trash.
I know what she's saying. Yeah. It's I mean, I thought good, but like I don't know. I'm like I trust him enough to okay, here's where I am. I don't think we're good enough to where we need a superstar QB though. That's where I am with us. I'm cool with Daniel Jones because of that reason. I think that he's good enough to build a team around for another QB, if you know what I mean. If you understand what I mean.
Yeah.
I don't think but he does have his struggles. But with Brian Dabble coming in, I am excited to see what he has for him
Yeah.
because if
Yeah.
you look at like Brian Dabble with like Josh Allen, like he's a very similar QB if you think about it.
Hmm.
Like a 6'5", strong arm QB,
Yeah.
slinging down the field, like who
Hmm.
can run.
Yeah.
I'm I mean Daniel Jones. I think he shocked people with like how much he can actually run last year.
Right.
Like it's crazy. I mean,
Yeah.
I never really thought of him as a running QB, but
Hmm.
he
I
has that
don't know.
ability.
I don't know where Kenny Galladay been. Like
I don't know what happened either. We paid him so much money and he did not show up.
he did not.
He didn't. And really that whole I think he got injured. Like we had so many injuries. Last season was just bad for injuries. I mean, I think even y'all like I think we're struggling with injuries at one point, right?
Yeah. Jamal Adams out for the year. Russell Wilson. He was out for like four or
Yeah.
five games. That's what killed us. I believe
Yeah.
if Russ was healthy, we would have been in the playoffs this year.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Yeah, I really
Really?
think so.
I I
Because
guess I could see it. I mean,
because if the Eagles would have made it,
that's
then
true. Yeah.
I think we would have made it.
Yeah, because y'all I think it was like what was it? It was like the middle of the season whenever he got injured. That was the thing. He
Yeah,
got injured towards like the middle. So it was
and
like
he was rushing. He was
yeah.
rushing to get back. So
Yeah, I
yeah,
mean, Geno Smith, like I remember that first game. He looked pretty good the first game, but it was like after that, it was just y'all needed Russ back.
yeah,
I needed Russ back. I
yeah.
mean, and then the Jamal Adams being out. Um, there's some other pieces. Like, was
Yeah.
Chris Carson even like really healthy, or like
Oh
what was the
God,
situation? Yeah, because
bro, I'm tired of him getting hurt too. He's
he,
like that's our Saquon Barkley.
yeah, but things with Chris Carson, even with that, I don't think he even had like as much production. Like even when
Yeah,
like he
yeah.
is injured. Like he only plays
Every
like
year
6. Yeah, like
he
every
gets
single
hurt
year.
every year.
Ah,
If it
he
ain't the
was.
neck, it's the knee, it's the leg. Like
I don't. Yeah, like I mean, it's his. I mean, I guess it could be his play style because he's a power back who's a gritty
mhm.
runner, but like that's just every single season he's played like 6 games at most, probably.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
I don't. And then y'all's O line's an issue, really. I mean, to be honest, I
yeah.
mean,
O
what do you?
line always been the issue.
Yeah, I thought y'all
Always,
made some. I thought y'all have some good players, but like to be honest, it's been a
mm.
hot. I mean, Dwayne Brown's still over there because, or did he retire?
Who? Who you
Dwayne
say again?
Brown. Dwayne Brown.
He's still
The left.
there.
He's still there.
He's,
God
he's
damn, he's
still
old.
there. He's a free agent this year. I want him
Oh,
gone
okay.
though.
He
I
is
want him gone.
old.
Yeah.
He was
One of the
old.
best offensive tackles in the league, but I want that man gone.
Yeah, I mean, he was on a pretty big contract for a guy who's that old, to be honest.
Yeah,
But
I
like,
want him gone.
yeah, but I feel like y'all. Where do you think you are? Like as a franchise, where do y'all think y'all are? Because it's a weird area that y'all are in.
Well, Russ is not leaving, so that's one thing. I'm tired of the rumors of him leaving.
Oh
He
yeah.
was never leaving in the first place. They've been saying that for like 2 or 3 years now.
I remember whenever he had that contract extension, and
Yeah,
he was like there was so many rumors of him coming to the Giants. I was begging he didn't sign that contract extension. I was
yeah,
like, and I was like watching that every single minute. I was just like, so when's he gonna sign this contract?
yeah,
Yeah, I wanted him to come to the Giants. I'm not gonna lie.
yeah. But I think we- this offseason we got to focus on cornerback, edge rusher. That's what we
Yeah,
need. We need an edge rusher. And,
yeah,
yeah,
because
and we can fix the O line. That'll be cool too. That'll be fun.
yeah, I
That'll be
mean,
that too.
yeah, yeah. I mean, Jadeveon Clowney is not with y'all anymore. I don't know why I thought he was
Nah,
still
he
with
ain't.
y'all.
He ain't.
I don't
He
know
was.
why.
He was a big factor for us
He
too. But
was.
he
I
was.
forgot he was even with.
He
I
was
don't know.
injured.
Yeah, he was injured. But like, I'm trying to think of like, who is y'all's like number one edge rusher right now? Like, or who is
Carlos
y'all's edge
Dunlap.
rusher?
Carlos Dunlap.
Oh yeah, forgot y'all had him.
Yeah, Carlos
Yeah,
Dunlap.
Carlos Dunlop. Yeah, I mean, yeah,
Mm,
that's yeah. Y'all need because he's old. He's like
yeah.
he's like 30 something.
Right.
So if y'all, I mean, what pick y'all have? Because I know there's some really good edge rushers this year. You think you want to go
Von
draft
Miller.
one?
Von Miller. Chandler Jones.
Yeah, even drafting one right now.
Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
There's like
Uh.
Adam Hutchinson, Kayvon Thibodeau.
Yeah.
That's a
Yeah.
beast.
Yeah. Beast man. Also,
But
I won't. I didn't know Hassan Reddick. The Panthers
oh
want to get
yeah,
rid
I
of
didn't think
him.
about it. I didn't think
Yeah.
about that. Yeah,
Yeah. I would like to have him.
yeah. He's a really good player. I think.
Him.
He's like underrated. He's really underrated.
Yeah. Him. Chandler Jones. I like one of them.
Yeah, Chandler Jones is always. I don't know why he's been underrated. To be honest, he's always been like one of the best edge rushers, but no one ever talks about him. But
Nobody.
no one. I mean, since he was with the Patriots, like I don't think. I mean, he was like leading the league in sacks one year or something like that.
Yeah.
Still, yeah, that's crazy. But if y'all can get a hand like one of them, then and then just fix up y'all safeties or secondary. I mean,
Yeah. Like
y'all,
I like see the biggest free agency move we got it. Well, we got to sign is Quandre Diggs. Quandre Diggs like one of the most
yeah,
underrated safeties in the league.
yeah,
All pro, all
I
that.
do like him. I do like him a lot. I mean,
Mm,
I think it wasn't technically the same trade, but I like the trade off that y'all had for him and Justin Coleman because it was like y'all basically made the same. It was kind of the same trade, but it was like at different times. It's just like y'all traded with the same team. It was just I like the trade
yeah,
off there
yeah,
because Justin Coleman's balling out with or was doing pretty good with the Lions, in my opinion.
yeah. He
And
was.
then Quandre Diggs is a beast. I
Mm,
mean, again, not talked about enough,
yeah,
and I mean, because like, what is Jamal Adams really? Like, what do you see him as? Like a safety, or do you see him as a linebacker
I mean,
or hybrid role? Like,
I still have him as a safety. I like like last year with the sacks, that was cool.
yeah, because I don't
Nine and a
really
half sacks.
know.
But the thing is though, like the coaching staff ain't using him right. Like especially
I know what
this
you mean.
year. Like this year, he broke the record as a safety for most sacks. They
Yeah.
ain't using him right. They won't using him right. So now we got a new defensive coordinator with Clint Hurt. He was moved up for some reason. I forgot what
Hmm.
position he was, but he was moved up. So and he said interview all that Jamal Adams won't use right, and I'm gonna use him right this year. That's like our main dude. So
Yeah.
he was better in coverage this year. Also, he
I
was
mean,
saying he
yeah.
got
I think
people say
like
he
whenever
can't
he
get
played with the
interception.
Jets, he was more in coverage and just played kind of down low and like would just make plays down low. It wasn't like he was actually coming off the edge, and
Yeah.
that's where he actually succeeded.
Hmm.
Because like the whole like I mean yeah you know like with the TikTok I mean you know what I'm saying like the whole Blitz boy stuff was going on. Everyone was like clowning on him for that.
Everybody was
That
on
was
him.
Blitz boy, Slant boy, and then I'm trying to think of who else had a name.
Juju had one with TikTok boy, but
TikTok boy, but I
yeah,
mean he low key he was low key doing too much as well.
yeah, he was.
He was
He
low key doing
was.
too much. Those just become annoying after some time though. Like because people really that's like the most like casual like things saying like it's just like really it's just scheme. Like both those things are just schemes. Like
Hmm.
Michael Thomas, I don't know what's up with him.
Yeah,
I
that injury.
that
Still injuries, man.
yeah, and then Jamal Adams. I mean, once he just came to the Seahawks, I think it's because of the lack of edge rushers. I
Hmm.
it's like y'all had to use someone there,
Yeah, we
and
did like this was our best. I'm not saying he is Earl Thomas, but ever
yeah,
since, yeah, when he moved, like the safeties was just it wasn't it. Like we had McDougal and it was one other person, but
yeah.
McDougal had to go. So
I
it
think
was Ted.
Cedric Thompson. Yeah, he was low key. He was a pretty good role player for y'all.
Yeah,
I liked him,
he's a good role player.
but yeah. I mean, so you said that you're interested in Chandler Jones, Von Miller, and all those. Who do you think are some like? What do you think are some of the bigger moves that and what do you think the like Aaron Rodgers moves? Do you think that will happen or won't happen? What are some stuff that you think will happen and won't happen? That's
Well, I gotta see like for the Packers. I don't know what's important. Aaron Rodgers or Devontae Adams.
yeah.
Like most likely, I think Rodgers is gonna stay. Devontae Adams gonna be on the move.
I think it's the other way around. I could see
Mm,
it being the other way around because
yeah,
I feel like they want him, but like it's just they've already put them like they're not gonna just give up on him, or they're just not gonna waste Jordan Love as well. That's the thing. My biggest thing is Jordan Love being there.
mm,
It's do you want to are you really going to wait 4 years, sign him and then have him start, or are
mm-hmm,
you going to actually play him a year, see if he was the right move? That's my thing with him. It's like it doesn't really make sense to keep him on the bench, kill his last season or something, because then you're just putting him in a bad position, right?
right, right.
Because then you're just wasting like literally anything that he had.
Mm-hmm,
Um and I think I kind of like what I see from him too. I kind of see because I remember that draft, it was the Burrow draft. Actually, I wasn't that big on Burrow, and I was that's a big miss for me. I really wasn't that big on Burrow,
mm-hmm,
but it was mostly because it was like Cincinnati
yeah.
that he went to, which I
Mm-hmm,
still don't believe that. Yeah, I know a lot of people. I know a lot of people had like Cincinnati going 4-12 at the start of
yeah,
the season. Like
yeah.
that's crazy. That
I
was
think I thought they were gonna win more than 4 games though, but I never expected nothing
I
like
never
that.
thought the Super Bowl though. Like that's the craziest part. They
Yeah,
made it to the Super Bowl, and
yeah,
they
it's
and they
crazy.
their playoff run was crazy as
Mm.
well.
All they
Like
have to do, like off season, get that O line.
yeah,
They
O
get that O
line,
line, it's over. Like,
it really is. O line, and as much as I love Uzuma, I think they need another. They could upgrade tight end.
Yeah, yeah, I like Azuma though. Zuma straight, but I
Yeah,
need to get a second one.
yeah, because I think once they lost him, like he got injured that Kansas game, right? And
Hmm.
they weren't able to run like their offense the way they wanted to because he's a big part of that offense.
Yeah,
But I think their backups like Drew Sample or something, he just wasn't able to run it.
yeah, he ain't. Yeah,
Yeah,
he,
and again, it's just that O line. You gotta get rid of Eli Apple. Again, Giants fan. I know all about Eli Apple.
oh wow. So he always been like I know
He was bad. He was trashed. He was a top 10 pick, I think, or he was like either 11 or top 10. He was bad.
wow.
He was bad. I mean, it was the worst part was he would start celebrating after he made one play. Like just be hella cocky after he made one play, but he would like give up like 100 yards a game
Yeah,
as well. I mean,
yeah.
we saw it in the Super Bowl. I mean, again,
Cooper
like
Cup
it's
was eating
Cooper
him
Cup
alive.
exactly. I mean, I still think like if it's anybody else, like even like a better cornerback, I still think that he's getting like a really big game. But he had like what, like 150 or something, and then like two touchdowns,
Yeah.
some around that. I mean, he literally just had to run his routes. There was nothing
Hmm.
in between him and like getting to where he was supposed to be. And then Odell, I feel bad for Odell. That was,
Yeah.
I mean, that
Yeah.
was tough to see. I
At least he
mean,
got the ring though. I
at
was
least he
so
got
happy
the
for
ring.
Odell, man. I'm
At
so
least he
happy.
got the ring, and at least he got like he actually had an impact on the game as well. He did have a touchdown,
Yeah.
but it was like that game, and it could be like that could be a big like moment because if he didn't get like injured, he might have had a bigger game than Cooper Cup. He he was looking like he was gonna be the MVP of that
Hmm.
Super Bowl at the start. Like
Yeah.
he got to a hot start.
Right.
So I think I saw Super Curtis someone posted. It was like Odell could the OBJ like injury could be like one of the biggest what ifs in NFL history. And
I don't think like when I don't think he would be up there with like cause during that time you had AB, Julio.
well, I forgot what he said exactly, but I think he said it wasn't because of his legacy. It wasn't because of like if they won or lost. It was like the effect that had on other,
Hmm.
not on him, just like other things that took
Yeah.
place as well, like winning the MVP or
Hmm.
that. But another thing that I wanted to ask, right, talking about Odell in
Yeah.
his prime, Odell might be the greatest receiver ever. What do you think about that? Arguably, arguably, he did have the best prime of any receiver.
I mean, I don't know. AB would, bro. AB was tough in Pittsburgh, man.
Maybe he was.
That, he was
It
tough,
was
tough. Like that stretch, like that 7 game stretch he had, it was amazing. Like he already, you can make an argument he's already like a top 10 greatest receiver, all like in the
you
top
could.
10.
He probably is. Yeah, I think
Just that
he's
7 game stretch he had. Then you had Julio.
But I would
Um,
take. But would you take those 7 games over Odell's 3 seasons though? That's the thing because Odell those 3 seasons was easily like the most unguardable receiver in the league.
yeah,
It literally like he was just tearing up defenses. I mean,
hmm, yeah,
it
he
was
was, he was.
yeah,
And then Michael Thomas before he got injured, he was tough too. He was,
that's true. But things with Michael Thomas is like a lot of that came from Drew Brees as well. As
hmm,
like not to discredit what he did,
yeah,
simply there was no other receiver there
hmm,
and Michael Thomas fit Drew Brees' play style like perfectly. I don't think a lot of that's like it's like yeah, it's his achievement and yeah, he did earn it, but it's like how much of that is really like because he was like like is there more of Drew Brees' like impact than you know what I'm saying?
yeah. See what you're saying?
Yeah, because that's all Drew Brees really ever needed was a player like Michael Thomas.
Hmm. He had Brandon Cooks too.
Yeah, but Brandon Cooks really doesn't fit his play style.
Hmm.
He really doesn't. I don't.
Colston.
Colston is a beast. He's one of my favorite receivers.
Yeah,
Colson
close.
was and he was a 7th round draft pick too. He was like he just
Yeah,
came
it
out of
was.
nowhere.
Yeah.
But other than I mean Jimmy Graham, I guess, but he's a tight
Yeah.
end.
Jimmy
Jimmy
Graham's.
Jimmy
Woo.
Graham's prime though. Jimmy Graham in
Woo.
his prime. Ooh,
That's what
ooh.
I like it. Like I know he was with us, but that's what messed up our O line. When we got rid of Max Unger, our best,
Oh,
telling
yeah,
you, that's what messed up the O line right there.
yeah. Max
He,
Unger was. I don't know
yeah,
why y'all traded him for Jimmy Graham, right?
for Jimmy Graham, yes. I
Yeah,
think
that was.
that was one of the most stupidest moves.
Yeah, because he wasn't real. Like, how old was Jimmy Graham whenever y'all traded for him? He
He
was
was
like,
still young.
he was still young, but it was like he wasn't really. Was he in his prime? Like,
Yeah, when he got traded, yeah, he
oh,
was. But he
interesting. Because
dropped down though when he got torn
yeah,
ACL.
yeah, that's what happened. I remember like I couldn't tell if it was out before or after. It was. So did he have the ACL injury with y'all or before?
He had it with the it was after. Like
Okay.
no, it was during.
Oh, okay.
I forgot what game it was, but it was a night game, man. He
So he had
tore
it
his
with the
ACL.
Seahawks, right?
It was yeah, it was with the Seahawks, but
Oh, okay. Okay. That's what I was thinking.
yeah,
Okay. Because I was thinking
it was
that.
against Pittsburgh that year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I was thinking that was before for some reason that, and then he got traded. But
hmm
yeah, because Max Unger then, I mean, he went. I mean, he was still doing his thing in like
yeah,
um um New Orleans. Forgot the name for a second. Because I mean, he was one of the best centers in the league at that point.
hmm
So yeah, if y'all don't trade for Jimmy Graham, and did y'all really need him over that O line? Did y'all need Jimmy Graham over the
we
O line?
didn't
Like
need him. That's the thing.
exactly.
We didn't need him. We had Luke Wilson.
Yeah, y'all had, yeah, Luke Wilson.
We
And it
didn't
wasn't
need
like
him.
y'all's passing game was like nowhere, and it was like
Yeah.
it was
Now Doug Baldwin's like
Doug Baldwin. Doug Baldwin, he
tough, underrated.
really one of
Yeah,
the best like route runners ever.
yeah, yeah.
He was he was tough, and then I think Tyler Lockett was still hella young.
hmm
Um, he
Lockett,
was
when
doing
he was young, dude used to be like a kick returner, punt returner.
yeah.
He
I
was,
think that's when he's like slowly started getting integrated more into the offense, just
yeah,
slowly in there. And
hmm
but yeah, I
yeah.
think I remember Ricardo Lockett as well.
Ricardo, yeah. Paul
Ricardo, I mean
Richardson. Paul
Paul
Richardson was
Richardson,
like,
yeah,
yeah, he was like a Mike Williams right now.
yeah,
hmm Jump
yeah.
ball.
He y'all. I mean, it was like y'all had so many like unsung like heroes for
Yeah,
that. Like you also had Chris Matthews for that one for the Super Bowl. That
yeah.
was
Percy Harvin. Percy
Percy
Harvin.
Harvin, yeah. Sidney
Yeah,
Rice for a little bit. I mean,
yeah,
y'all had
hmm
depth, but
yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I think
That
after
Jimmy
those,
Graham move, man, it killed us. That's
yeah,
yeah.
I
Then Russ had to be on his own, and
yeah,
rest
because
is history.
Russ is just running around for dear life. I
Yeah,
mean,
he is. He is.
really, just I don't know how he does it to be honest.
Yeah,
Like
he is.
he is crazy for that. But like yeah. But I want to talk about Deshaun Watson. What do you think about that move? Now we talked about Aaron Rodgers. Let's move on to Deshaun Watson a little bit here. What do
Mm.
you think about him?
Uh, I hope everything be right with him with
Yeah,
cases and all that.
yeah,
One move I would like to see him go to. The Dolphins was try to get him with Brian Flores.
hmm,
Brian Flores won him. As you can know, he's in Pittsburgh.
yeah.
I
Oh,
won't be surprised if he go to Pittsburgh.
oh,
I
oh!
will
I
not
didn't
be
think about
surprised.
that.
That will be
I,
it's over. Like I think,
ooh.
yeah, I
But
will not be surprised.
do they have the cap room to do that? Because
Yeah,
they
they
have,
got like 30
really?
something here. hmm
Damn. I thought they were like, oh yeah, probably because of Ben Roth. Yeah, they probably cut
Yeah,
a whole bunch of cap. Now that I think about it,
yeah, yeah.
that's
Brian
yeah,
Flores wanted him, so
I didn't even think about that. I was thinking about like, I
yeah.
don't know, that's crazy. If he goes to Pittsburgh, they might be title contenders.
And that's all Juju wanted. Juju wanted a scrambling quarterback.
Yeah, which is kind of
Him only.
weird, but
Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, I
But
feel like Juju's play style is more fit for.
he ain't a one.
He's not. He's not.
He ain't a one. He's
I
a
don't
two.
think they really have a one though. That's a weird part. I think Chase Claypool's their best one, to be honest with
Yeah,
you.
he can be a one. He can be a one.
Chase
Uh,
Claypool's a one. Deontay Johnson's a slot
yeah,
for me. I don't think, but like Juju's play style is just it's. I don't even know. It's not bad actually. It's people hate on him too much. It's not a. It's his stats don't show everything he does.
yeah,
He takes away a lot from the defense. That's
right.
the thing. But like, yeah, if they get Deshaun Watson, that defense is still like one of the best in the league. Yeah, that might be a title contender right there. That's probably and oh that division would be tough.
Yeah, Juju can leave and stuff, but you still got. I can see Pittsburgh being better with Dante and Chase more than Juju, Chase, and
Ooh,
Dante.
that's interesting.
Yeah,
That's a ooh.
I think Juju's just. I'm not saying Juju bad, but I think
Yeah,
he's just messing it up
I get what you're saying. That's interesting. I don't think so though. I don't.
because they still got Washington too. Washington
They
is nice.
do. They do have. I do like Washington. I do like
Yeah,
Washington. I think he's one of the better outside receivers for them. I
yeah,
don't because yeah, I don't really know where Juju would play to be honest.
yeah.
And they
They
also
got to
have
play
Pat
Washington.
Frymuth and now Najee Harris as well merging.
Najee, yeah,
Najee.
yeah.
I don't think people realize how like crazy Najee's season actually was
Mhm.
because you're talking about 6'2" running back that put up the rushing production as like Nick Chubb and still got to like the receiving production as Austin Eckler.
Yeah,
Like,
could have been in that Rookie of the Year
yeah,
conversation.
but Jamar Chase and
Yeah,
even Mac Jones. I don't think people talk about
yeah, Matt
Mac
Jones.
Jones'
Yeah,
season. I think a lot of people just didn't talk about him because of like how many people like messed up during the draft. I'll admit I messed up on Matt Jones during the draft. I low key
yeah,
underrated him. A lot of
mhm,
people really did not think Mac Jones was going to be good at all in and on a pro level.
right.
But I guess it makes sense for the
Mhm,
scheme that he goes to.
yeah,
Uh, but it's just it's crazy they actually like that they were able to succeed with that team. I mean, that offense really didn't seem like a great offense, and they
mhm,
still need to build on like receivers and more targets. But Mac Jones is actually pro ready.
yeah,
He is.
yeah.
He really is.
They need a receiver though, man. Like
They do.
they need a one. Like they don't
But Bill
got one.
Belichick is just never going to draft one. I don't know
Yeah,
what that's about.
you can
Yeah, I
win.
think they
Like,
have.
bro, if you he made Matt Jones so comfortable. That's how why Bill
Yeah.
Belichick one of the greatest coaches of
Yeah.
all time. He makes people comfortable.
I know. Like
Mhm.
he really knows how to like build like a team with bare minimum, to be honest.
Yeah,
Like he really could. I mean, defensively, they've always been stacked, and he's always been a defensive head coach, so it makes sense.
yeah,
But I mean, offense and what people don't realize, like Bill Belichick, he is a defensive minded head coach, but he also brings in amazing coaches to assist in the offense and actually make
mhm,
the offense better as well. He's always had great offensive coordinators. Like if you think
yeah.
about it, like
Always.
Matt Patricia, um, who else was there? Josh McDaniels was really good.
Yeah.
Just a whole bunch of them, right?
Hmm.
So I don't think people realize like because a lot of people like take away because like they say like Bill Belichick was an offense or a defensive minded head coach, which he is, but he's assisted the offense
Hmm.
in other ways, and his ability to make, as you said, like a QB comfortable with nothing really. I mean, it's just it's crazy. I mean, what do you think about the notion that like people say that Bill Belichick because I'm on a point where like the whole notion that Bill Belichick made Brady or Brady made Belichick.
That's
I
true.
don't think you really could go either way. You
Can't do
can't.
that.
You can't.
You, you could put like if you had if you had another quarterback like besides Matt Jones, like I think like on Herbert, Burrow, any quarterback's better, they can make a run for the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't know. Like, I think Brady and Belichick really were they just worked together, and it just
yeah, they
worked.
do. They do.
Yeah, but Mac Jones. I mean, Mac Jones' similarities to Brady is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But another thing talking about him. Have you seen that headlines with Brady, like the Bruce Arians comment?
Uh, what was it? What you say?
So basically, Tom Brady's already looking to come back into the NFL, right?
Yeah.
And because the way the like if you retire, the way it works is like you still have your contract with that team, and then they have to trade you, right? What happened to Gronkowski? Similar, right? So Bruce Arians basically said that if he comes back, he's gonna stay a Patriot or a Buccaneer, unless a team trades 5 first round picks.
Whoa.
Yeah, 5 first round picks for a Brady who'd be like 45 or something right now.
Yeah. They never get on. Bro, something up with that relationship. I don't know. Like, it's weird.
It is.
Yeah, it's weird. Like,
The whole
I don't
Brady
know what's
situation
up.
though is I, I really don't understand it. Like I don't. It worked, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, I really would have. Okay, to be honest, I would have wanted to see him retire last year, just so he could have gone out with a Super Bowl. To be honest, but who was it? Adam Schefter or was it? Forgot the other guy. Who like completely like just botched the whole Brady retirement news. I forgot who it was.
It was Schefter. It was
Schefter.
Schefter.
It was
It was
Schefter.
Schefter.
Okay. Yeah, that it
Mm,
just that was the most anticlimactic retirement I
yeah.
think I've ever seen.
Right.
I don't. That was just it just happened
Yeah.
and
There will
no one
never
really
be
talked
another
about it.
Brady. There'll never
Yeah.
be another Brady. So.
But like I feel like I remember Peyton Manning's retirement more, of course, because he went out like in the sunset with the Super Bowl.
Mm,
I feel like they made Ben Roethlisberger's like retirement more like hyped up than Brady's, to be honest.
mm-hmm.
Like, but I think it's people still don't believe that he's like retired. Like that's the thing. It's like Brady. Like people still expect him to come back. It's like he retired, but like people are still expecting him to come back even whenever he's 50 years old.
Right.
Like I just there'll never be another Brady. I mean,
Never. Never. And if you don't think he's the GOAT, then I don't know. You haven't watched.
yeah.
You don't know football.
I used to think I used to think that Drew Brees was the GOAT like for a hot minute. A
Mm,
hot minute.
mm,
And then I realized like nah.
yeah.
And the reason I thought that was just because again because I'm a Giants fan. Because I didn't really like Brady. I'm not even gonna lie. I
Yeah.
don't even know why. To be honest, I really never understood that as a Giants fan why I never liked Brady. Because we beat him twice.
I can't stand Brady.
I think what it
I
was.
respect Brady, but
Oh yeah. But it was funny because I started liking him more whenever he became a Buck. I think it was really just him as a Patriot is what I didn't like.
mm-hmm.
Because
Yeah.
him as a Patriot, that team was just too dominant.
Right.
Like every year it's basically just the Patriots in the Super Bowl versus some other NFC team.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, not to like hurt you or anything, but like y'all could have beaten him, but
We could have, man. We could have. I get it all the time. I get it every day.
yeah. Yeah. I mean, yeah, y'all could have beat him. I mean,
Yeah.
of course, everyone knows what we're talking about, basically the 1 yard. I mean,
Yeah.
Malcolm Butler,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
it's crazy that the play before that also was hella crazy, or like 2 plays before that.
Jermaine Kearse.
If I think it was Malcolm Butler who made that tackle too. If he didn't realize that he got up or like it was a catch,
Yeah.
that's a touchdown. That's the
Malcolm
game.
Butler haven't been to. You haven't heard from him since
What was it?
that catch. Since the catch,
Yeah.
the 1 yard line. You haven't heard from him ever since.
Oh yeah, he
Yeah.
he retired. He retired.
Yeah, he did. He
He
did.
retired. But he's also looking to come back.
Mm-hmm.
So that's interesting.
He ain't a
But
Hall of Famer though. I don't think he is.
nah. I don't think he was. I've never seen someone stock like boost that high after one play. Really, like
Right.
because if you think about it, that year he was a 5th round draft pickers, or no, he went undrafted. He was like the fifth cornerback on their roster,
Right.
and he only made one real play, and that was the pick.
Right.
And I guess okay, we can add the tackle in there as well, just to give him that, right? But then he got benched in the Super Bowl, right? And that season, I think after that, he played okay, but it wasn't like again, a lot of it was just the glamour off that moment. And then he got that big Titans deal. he played pretty good with the Titans. I think he had like 100 tackles or something,
Yeah,
and then just retired.
he just retired. Yeah,
Just kind of went out. But I never understood why they benched him the next Super Bowl, the Patriots. Never really understood that.
yeah. I mean,
But as I was saying before I got there, um, the Patriots teams just were dominant. I think that's why no one really liked Brady until he became a Buck. Um,
right.
but Tom Brady's like, yeah, as you said, like if you don't think Tom Brady is the GOAT, then it's just I don't know.
I don't know football, man.
But is Tom Brady the GOAT whenever you take away positional value? Is he still the GOAT whenever you take positional value away?
Then I
It's
think that's when you got to go by skill.
yeah, so that's when I think Brady falls, and I think it's either Lawrence Taylor or Jerry Rice.
I think
Jerry Rice might be the greatest football player ever, or again Lawrence Taylor.
got to be Deion Sanders for me, man.
Deion Sanders as well. I think
Deion played all positions,
yeah, I think that's true. That is true. I didn't.
and
Yeah,
it was
Deion,
elite for every
he
one of
was,
them.
but
Yeah,
was he really? Because Deion really that. I mean, yeah, he was good as a DB. I mean, of course, as a DB, but was he really more known for being an athlete than a DB? That's the thing. I mean, it's
he was great as a punt returner.
he was, and not to take
Yeah,
away from Deion, I think like he's probably number 3 for me. And where do you think you put Aaron Donald now? Do you think that is he top 10?
for defensive players or
Like just in general, is he top 10 player of all time?
mm-mm.
Nah. What about defense?
Defense? Yes, he's top
Yeah,
10. He's like I got him in the top 5.
top 5.
Yeah,
Yeah, that seems right. I mean, some people will say he's the greatest defensive player already.
because you got Lawrence Taylor.
I'm
Um,
not gonna put him above Lawrence Taylor. I just
uh,
the things Lawrence Taylor just did.
yeah,
And then you got Dion.
yeah, yeah.
Then
Lawrence Dion. You got Ray Lewis.
Ray Lewis, yeah.
And then that's where I put Donald. Like 4.
Probably same. Yeah, probably the same.
Yeah,
And then probably
yeah,
some other players and then after that. But Donald like he if he I mean he's contemplating or actually I don't know. I don't think he's gonna retire. I don't think so.
he ain't.
He's not
They
retiring
looking
because
to extending him like some
yeah,
more
because
money.
he's hella young too.
Yeah, he's only
But
30.
yeah, like that's crazy.
Dude can
Um
end up as the best defensive player of all time.
he really could. He really could. But it just depends on like is he still in his prime? Because like this is really where people start getting out of their prime. So it just depends on how
Yeah,
he plays
at the
after
age of
this.
30, yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But I mean, the dude is jacked. I mean, he like his training regimen is crazy. I know it's fake knives, but still.
Yeah,
but I'm gonna say this: like after Ali Marpet retired, it's some of those like early retirements are starting to become a little too common now, because
yeah,
like the whole Ali Marpet thing was like out of nowhere,
yeah. It was out of nowhere.
and he was good too. He was like probably
I think it's the
Brady effect,
Brady effect, man.
maybe, and I think he was also struggling with some injuries
Mhm.
here and there.
Yeah, I think Gronk's next. I'm not gonna
Yeah,
lie. I think Gronk's next.
yeah. I mean Gronk probably because
Yeah,
Gronk like he came out of retirement just to play with Brady,
yeah,
so it would just make sense if he retires right now. Like it
yeah.
would just make common sense.
Right.
Like so I don't see Gronk if he plays like longer. I doubt it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but like it's once I saw that news, it was crazy. But yeah, you're right. It might be the Brady effect, right?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so I was saying, so Donald really just his dominance still. Like I don't think there's any O line that was able to control Donald. I don't think there was. I mean, it's so tough. Like
Dude
because
be having
and then
like two, 3 people on him and all
and
that.
then once they got Von Miller and Leonard Floyd play out of his mind, I mean, that there's a reason that Cincinnati was not able to win that game, and it's
Uh,
simply because that O line was not good enough to like win up
mhm.
front. Like
Yeah,
coming into the game, I think that was like the biggest issue. Is like you can't really win up front.
yeah.
Um, they kept it close, which is still impressive,
Mm,
but they don't really have one guard that's or one O lineman that's the best at, or not even the best, like top five at their position.
right.
Like if you can't guard Donald, then you're gonna have to like you really just can't do
Got to
anything on
run the
offense.
ball.
Yeah, I mean Joe Mixon, I don't remember his stat line, but I don't
They
think he
had
really.
they didn't lose use him at the end for the Super Bowl. Like they benched him. I don't know why.
Yeah, they had Samaje Perine in there,
Yeah,
which is kind of weird. I mean, I don't know what that was about, but that last drive, they tried, but they just Donald just completely dominated towards the end. Um, it was to the point where you could have seen him win MVP if Cooper Cup didn't have that game.
yeah. Cooper Cup. Yeah.
But that's crazy. I
But I'm
mean,
not gonna lie. At the beginning of the game, though, Odell was hot.
he was,
Odell was hot. They
and he
could have.
got
They have no answer for him.
really, yeah. I mean, which makes sense. I mean, like imagine if Robert Woods was not injured as well.
That receiver, man.
Yeah, that would be crazy. I mean, they've always had those three receivers. I mean, they had Brandon Cooks,
Yeah,
but I think Odell's like a better version of that. Like,
yeah. He is. Yeah, he is.
yeah. So, and people doubted him coming from Cleveland. I mean, do you think that it was like what do you think was the issue in Cleveland with Odell? Because he clearly still had everything that he had from the Giants. I mean, at least a little bit of it coming over to
This
LA.
like when we was with the Browns, like everybody was saying it was his fault. Like how the Browns were like not doing good and stuff, but it was really like Baker Mayfield. Baker
Yeah.
Mayfield garbage, man.
Yeah, Baker Mayfield. I really thought he was gonna be all that, but
Yeah, yeah.
Baker
Baker was the
is
problem of the Browns. It
yeah.
was Baker.
You think they should move on from Baker though?
They should. They should, but I don't see it. They love Baker.
Yeah,
They
you do. I don't know, but Baker's like he low key could still put a team together
he could.
around them. Like they could still put a team around him and succeed and actually
But I don't know what else they need because
that's true.
you had
Like
Chubb, Kareem Hunt, you had Odell, you had Landry, like they had the best O line in the league. Like he had a lot of things.
that is true. I don't know what's wrong with Baker because it's not like he played like he I don't know what even happened to Baker. It was like he was playing good and he was like arguably like people had him at top 10, top
Yeah,
15
yeah,
and then just was not able to put it together at all.
yeah.
It was just bad. I don't know what's wrong with that, but yeah. Let's
Yeah.
look at the draft, right? So the draft coming up. Who are some of your like favorite prospects or people that you think that are
Well,
to be superstars in the NFL?
I got two teams for like I got to represent. Cause I'm from North Carolina, so that's my
Yeah.
state. I'm a Duck fan. You know, Kayvon. Oh
Oh
my God,
yeah.
Kayvon, man, that's the boy.
It's
So
funny you mentioned UNC. It's like because Sam Howell, right? That
yeah,
I love Sam
I
Howell,
like
but it's
Sam.
funny because my comparison right now is Baker Mayfield of Sam Howell. I don't know why I've been saying this. He looks like Baker Mayfield, and to
He
me he
does.
reminds me of like Baker Mayfield a
I
lot.
think he'll be better than Baker though.
Oh yeah, he looks like a better version of him.
Yeah,
But it's just Sam Howell. Who do you think is the best QB in the draft? Because a lot of people say that this isn't that heavy of a draft.
everybody's saying Kenny Pickett, and like
I don't like that.
I like Malik Willis.
Malik Willis. Interesting.
I like Willis.
I think I forgot who I
Sam
had.
Sam Howell would be good
I
too.
forgot who I had as my number one. I think it was either I like Desmond Ritter a lot. Like I love Desmond Ritter. I
Yeah,
forgot who I had ranked as number.
yeah,
Desmond Ritter, I think, has been like a little bit underrated. Yeah, I had him as my number one. Desmond Ritter, though, I think he's the most pro ready. I think his ability to just throw the ball down the field and
yeah,
just still make like plays on the ground is just I don't know, but there's a lot of scrambling QBs, which is interesting because it's like they're the league's gonna look so much different in 5 years. It really will.
Yeah,
It's just
it's
gonna
gonna
be a
be
whole
it's a passing game right now. Then it's gonna
yeah.
be even more passing game.
Yeah, I should think it's gonna turn into more of like a run first league.
Mm,
This is gonna be so much running. Uh,
yeah,
Like
it is.
in like 5 years from now, you're gonna have like every QB is gonna be able to run the ball, and that means
Lamar, Herbert,
like
Holmes, Mahomes.
unless there's a prospect that we don't see right now emerge,
Yeah,
like Mac Jones might be one of the final like actual pocket passers that we
yeah,
see in a long time. Because like every QB is like running has become so detrimental to a QB's like stock now.
right.
And it's just the arsenal of stuff that they have on the ground is just crazy.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, Kenny Pickett, like the whole you probably seen the clip of him like doing the fake slide. Like
Yeah, yeah, I see
that,
that. Yeah, yeah.
do you think that was a
That,
dirty play?
I don't see how. It's a
I don't
fake.
understand. I mean, I do understand it because but it was like it's smart. It's smart. It's hella smart. It was
Yeah,
like because you can't hit him whenever he's sliding though. That's the only thing people were complaining about is that you can't hit him if he's sliding. So it's like you're basically not allowing someone to tackle him if he does that.
exactly, exactly. I,
So
I,
some people said it was a
I
dirty
don't
play.
know.
I thought it was clean. I thought it was cool and
Yeah,
clean.
for sure.
Um,
Thought it was too.
maybe if he keeps doing it and doing it, then they're gonna put something against that. But I don't know. But it's funny because he's also a player that I think a lot of people have going to Pittsburgh.
Yeah,
Um, I don't know. There's so many QBs. I think. People are saying this is a weak draft class. I don't think that. I think it's like it's a sleeper draft class for QBs. But
this a more sleeper draft class than all the other ones.
yeah,
Yeah.
I think one.
I'm really liking that dude from Cincinnati, the corner.
Oh, I forget his name. I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, I want Seattle to get him,
Yeah, I think I know. I think I know who you're talking about.
but I don't think he could be first round. He gonna be gone first round. I
Yeah,
really think so.
yeah. I think my favorite player in this draft though is Derek Stingley. Like that
Oh,
dude, Derek Stingley.
LSU.
Yeah, LSU or CB.
Yeah,
That dude is a
boy.
beast. He
Yeah,
is a, and he's so pure. Like it's not like because I think if you remember like Caleb Farley or Trayvon Diggs, like the guys like I mean, of course he didn't switch from receiver to CB like those guys. But what I mean is like it's not like a ball hawking cornerback where you're gonna have issues that you have to like develop. I
yeah,
think he's so like sound. It's just it's crazy. I mean, like it reminds me of Jalen Ramsey, like whenever he came out of college.
right.
Like Jalen Ramsey coming out of college, like he was I mean, he lived up to it, I guess, because
Yeah.
easily the best CB in the league right now.
Hmm.
But yeah, Derek Stingley is probably my number one player in the draft. And then like Kayvon Thibodeau, as you said, Adam Hutchinson. Um, I think I want like the Giants to go after either edge or probably corner or O lineman.
Right.
There's Evan Neal from Alabama. Dude is a big man.
Oh yeah,
Evan
yeah.
Neal.
That offensive tackle from Alabama, I want him too. Dude's
Yeah,
like 300 pounds, like
bro.
six,
That's
six,
and he can
seven.
move.
Yes,
And he can move.
that's what I'm saying. I
Like,
want him.
yeah, and like he reminds me of like Mekhi Becton, like who's also like apparently on the move, which is
Yeah,
kind of weird. I don't see why the Jets are looking to trade him,
yeah,
but a 6'7" tackle who's like 300 pounds who can move.
mm-hmm.
Oh, it's over. Like
It's deadly,
should
man.
be running through people. Like it's crazy. Like just the sheer size of like the old lineman now. Like 6'7" is like normal
Yeah,
now. It's like
yeah, it is.
normalized,
It is.
bro. Like it's crazy. And then they 600 pounds and like or not 600, my bad, 300, three
Yeah,
hundred pounds and like they're still like moving like at 4.8s or something.
it's crazy, man. It's
Um,
crazy, man.
but yeah, I think this offseason could shake up the league in a big way. I think like the amount of names just on the move is
This
crazy.
this this receiver, not receiver, wide, no, running back list. I mean, it ain't all that, but
Yeah, but I
um,
don't think you. It's a lot of. I think the problem with running back is just the value is just dropped. So it's like even if there is a good running back, they're still not gonna go high in the draft.
mm,
Like Najee Harris was. Everyone knew he was gonna be good. He still taken 22nd, and or I think somewhere around that.
yeah,
Um, and he was. I mean, he lived up to the potential, like as we said. But
mm,
it's like even if there is a good running back, it's like no one's gonna draft him. I mean, I just don't. I don't think running back's just that important anymore.
yeah, right,
Just the value is just fallen because
yeah,
it's just. And to be honest, the running backs that have been taken in the past top five, like Saquon, CMC, Zeke, are they really worth it? Were they really worth it? I don't think so.
nah,
I don't think so.
injuries, bro.
Yeah, I mean Zeke is the most healthy, but is Zeke really? I mean, he's doing good. I'll give
He's
him.
still top 10. He's
He's
still
still
top 10.
top. Okay.
He's still top 10. I got him. I got him like at the 8-9
Yeah.
range.
Yeah. Okay. I'll
He
give
still
Zeke
he
top
got
10.
1,000
I
yards.
I'll give Zeke that or top 10 this year. I'll give him
Yeah,
top 10 this year.
he top 10.
I had him outside my top 15 last year. I'm not even
Yeah,
gonna lie.
that's wild. Nah, that's wild. I ain't gonna lie.
No, I had him outside my top 15 last
That's
year.
wild.
Nah,
That's
he was not good last year. I mean,
that's
it was
wild.
it was I thought he was too reliant on that old line. And this year but see this year, I will say this though. This year his they use him in a way that I don't think I've ever seen him be used, and that's
Yeah.
because of Tony Pollard. I think Tony Pollard is maybe the most talented running back on the team.
Who
I
now?
think Tony Pollard,
Oh, okay.
yeah, number 20 for them
Mm,
because he's more explosive. He has more speed, but Zeke's power is just kind of what keeps it going for that offense. So the way they use him is what impressed me for that offense. The
yeah.
Cowboys offense was impressive, I think, just with CeeDee Lamb,
Yeah.
Gallup, Coop, and
Hmm.
then Dalton Schultz. I mean, Dalton Schultz is underrated
He's
tight
on the
end.
move too. I heard he's a free agent.
Yeah, he's a free agent. I mean, I'm surprised they don't keep him because he looks like a top five tight end already, and it's a shallow tight end league though. It
Yeah.
really is. I mean, especially
Yeah.
for fantasy. I mean, I've seen Travis Kelsey go first over or first round in fantasy because of how shallow the like tight end pool is. Because
Yeah.
in fantasy, you're probably not finding like another tight end after the first three go,
Mm,
and that's just annoying.
yeah, man.
But yeah, I mean, Zeke, I didn't have him above.
Who you had
Oh,
over him at that time?
let me see. Let's see who I had. I think I might have had the list. I, let's see if I can find it. Yeah, here it is. So okay, here's my. So where did I have him? I did have him. I had him at 17.
Whoa,
Yeah, I had him at 17.
that's nasty. That's nasty. That's nasty.
And it was funny because Young K, right?
Yeah, that's my boy, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Me and him, we I think I did a podcast with him on this. He did not like that take at all. He did not like
yeah,
that
that's
take at
wild. No,
all.
that's wild. I'm not even a Cowboys fan. That's wild though.
Yeah. I was lucky hating on him, but like
Mhm.
but at the time I would take okay, so here's my list. So I would have taken Henry, CMC, Cook, Chubb, Kamara, Saquon, James Robinson, Hunt, Jones, Carson, Eckler, Taylor, Sanders, Jacobs, Ronald Jones, and Gibson over him.
Yeah, that's wild. That's wild. That's tough. Nah,
Yeah.
nah, that's tough. Yeah, Gibson over him.
Yeah. I thought Gibson was a better running back than him.
Ronald Jones too.
Yeah, Ronald Jones was the only one that I would, looking back at, was pretty bad player
Oh man.
at the time. At the time, though, this is when Zeke. Okay, the reason I put Zeke there, though, right? Oh, that's tough. Zeke really had at the time was too reliant on the O line.
Yeah.
This is like before this season, so this was his first season. I think he actually performed with a bad O line.
Mm-hmm.
But before that, I think his like yards after contact was like 800, and he would have like 1,400 yards. So really, he'd only have like 600 yards after contact.
Yeah.
So it was like, how much of that was on Zeke was my question for that. So that's the
Mm-hmm.
only reason I had him that low, and I didn't think he possessed like as much talent as like Eckler or someone at the
Yeah.
time, or Gibson, or James Robinson. I thought James Robinson just did what, and Jacobs just did what he did better.
Mm-hmm.
But I'll take that. I'll take that take back now this year. Looking back at
Yeah.
it, I take that
He's
take
top
back
10
this
this
year.
year.
He's
He's
top
top
10 this
10.
year.
Yeah.
He's probably lower tens. He's
Mm-hmm.
probably lower tens, probably about
Yeah.
the 8-9 range.
Yeah.
But yeah, I take that back. It's a top 10 for me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um. So yeah, I mean, but I think that's all that I have to talk about. Did you want to add on to anything, or just reiterate something, or just touch on something else?
Uh, um, I've been seeing a lot of this is the last one. I've been seeing a lot of Justin Herbert and Joe Burrow debates.
Ooh, okay.
I got Herbert.
I got Herbert too.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I've
I
been
think
taking Herbert. I've
Herbert's
been
a better
taking Herbert.
quarterback.
I've been taking Herbert. I said Herbert was gonna be the best in the draft class.
Yeah.
I've been
Yeah.
saying
I'm
that.
not
I
being
mean,
biased, but I'm a Duck
oh
fan.
yeah.
But
The
still,
reason I
like,
like Herbert was because I think so. He did that thing where he was supposed to go in like the year before in the Kyler Murray draft class.
mm,
But then he like switched out of that and like played his senior season because of
yeah,
like his brother or something in Oregon.
yeah,
Um, but during that draft, it was like he was projected to fall down to the Giants, and instead of Daniel Jones, we would have got Herbert. So that's why I
right,
started watching Herbert. Herbert, and that's why I just like him now. I've been saying that Herbert was the best from that draft,
yeah,
and I think like Burrow's cool. Burrow's cool. Like definitely, if he keeps up what he's doing, I might change that later. I might. I'd see, but right now I gotta take Herbert all day. But
Herbert,
yeah,
man. And like I looked at the stats, like he was first under completions under pressure. He was
yeah.
first in completions, first in
And
touchdowns.
you gotta realize like their O lines are both terrible. Like
Exactly. Defense
who
too.
really, yeah, who really like actually performed? I mean,
Like
yeah,
I can't stand like when people use debate, they want to go by winning. So
yeah.
winning,
I
so
it's
like
weird because I hate.
winning's a individual thing now. Cause I thought it was a team
Yeah,
sport. Like
exactly.
I don't,
Um, winning like is the most like misused thing ever
yeah,
because you can have a QB that does or that team does terrible, but how much of that is on the team or rather than the QB? You
yeah,
know, like it's not a QB's fault that a defense gives up like 35 points a game,
yeah,
1,000 yards, like in total. Like
yeah,
it's just that's not a QB's fault. But if there's two QBs, one QB is 4-12, the other QB is like 12-4, right?
yeah,
Or what would that be this year? So 12 or 13, so 4-13, and then 14 or 13-4, right?
yeah,
For some reason, people think that a QB who performs better but they have the 4-13 record is not as good as a team or a player that did the team did better, right?
mm.
Like it's like Jimmy G. Is he really that good? Because is he better than players?
You can go to playoffs with them though. That and he went to a Super Bowl.
He did, but he's also like about to get cut. Like I think Trey Lance is a better QB than him.
Yeah, I can see it. We gotta see more for him. I got
Yeah,
some.
I've been saying that Trey Lance is gonna be the best though from this draft, that
Mm,
last draft. I mean, like like I know Trevor Lawrence. Even before the draft, I was saying that Trey Lance was the most gifted coming out of that draft. Like he's probably my favorite QB coming out of that draft. So I still need to see him. I'm excited to see him. That's the only
yeah.
reason I've been advocating for the whole Jimmy G like removal.
Mm-hmm.
I'm ready to see I'm ready to see Trey Lance
Yeah.
play. I'm so
Yeah.
excited for that next year.
Yeah.
But yeah, but I think that's gonna do it for me.
Yeah.
Um, So hey, I'm again. Thank you for coming on the show. You know what I'm
Welcome,
saying?
man. Welcome, man.
Um, you want to go ahead and like close out? Tell us where we can find you and stuff like that.
Thanks for having me here, man. Everybody follow me. TikTok, bben923, Instagram, bben923. Oh, I'm in the podcast, y'all, called Players Choice Gridiron
Sir.
every Tuesday night. So y'all join that as well.
Yes,
Players
sir.
Choice Gridiron on TikTok. I go support that, man.
So
So
go check all that out. Again, thanks for coming on the show. Great having you. Um, maybe we can have you again. Maybe talk
yeah,
about
man.
some NBA stuff because I know you do some NBA stuff.
Yeah, I do NBA. Yeah.
Yeah, so we going you know what I'm saying?
All right.
But that's gonna do it for today. Have a good night and I'll catch y'all guys later. See you.